cuanto a opiniones respecto de la necesidad de la formación o la necesidad que tiene Egipto de la formación de estos puestos base, que puede aportar la puesta en marcha de una escuela como la que estamos presentando aquí a una zona como el Alto Egipto. Por ejemplo, si quieres pensar la señora.
First of all, thank you very much for letting me attend this great event on behalf of Ministry of Tourism and on behalf of Egyptian Tourism Federation. Actually, I do agree with Mr. Omar's presentation. Although we, as Egyptian Tourism Federation, did a great effort to overcome all these problems, still the effect is not being shown in the country. But I can tell you that since 2000, Egyptian Tourism Federation created a unit especially for human resources development in the workforce industry, among all the workforce industry, because after analyzing training methodology in the hospitality industry, we found that five-star hotel has their own training modules, materials to reach a standard which should be. And only the 3 and 4 stars hotel, they don't have the budget for training. That's why Egyptian Human Resources Development developed many programs in conjunction with international bodies like American Hotel and Lodging Association, just a Cornell, American Hotel and Lodging Association, yet also a cooperation between International Development of Ireland to develop the managerial level and the middle management. Also, we provide a Cornell University e-learning for developing even the five stars managers who wants to develop themselves, women, men, everybody. This is the main concern of the ETF right now. And we also create or develop a mechanism which is meet and reach to everybody, especially in the hotel industry, among the whole governorates, like a mobile training. We have like 58 trainers, professional trainers from the market, who can give the trainers, which is developed by the international agencies, to onboard, I mean, in the hotel itself. In terms of English language as well, we reached to 155,000 employees developed by our training. Also, we find that we have to have an institutional capacity, which is a lack, or we started to have like centers, building centers. We now have 2 centers, one in Upper Egypt, Culinary Training Center, in Upper Egypt, and we have another one in 6th of October, which is downtown Cairo. And we also participate in Abu Korkas. This is believing that this area is considering a high volume of human resources source of recruitment to the region of Upper Egypt and to the region of Red Sea and Governorate and all this. We hope that, of course, we have another trend with the Ministry of Tourism, Ministry of Higher Education, Ministry of Education, Ministry of Manpower, to develop for a reform, educational reform, to narrow the gap, which Dr. Omar said, and to narrow the pyramids, which is emphasized on the 3 high school, hospitality school, rather than building faculties, and then we will reach to fulfill the gap. And as well as the middle institute. And this is, and of course, to reform the whole curricula and for the schools and for the faculty to meet the market demand and to narrow the gap between them. And this is I can comment on his presentation. I hope this is benefits from you, for you.
Thank you, Ms. Rawia.
You're welcome.
Mr. Maged, if you have something to
Thank you. Yes, I would like to comment. I would like to say 2 points. The first one is the importance of education and training, especially transformation training. It is very important to train young people, men and women, in transforming them to have the quality to join the labor market. Because if I mention only one figure, that in Minya governorate, there is about 40,000 to 45,000 graduates of the high school technical schools, secondary technical schools, and those, when they are graduated, they don't have the quality to join the labor market. And transformation training or training in tourism is very, very, very important, because they prepare the young people, men and women, to join the labor market. And as Madam Rawia said, that most of the workers in the Red Sea are coming from those areas. And we see that they are not very well qualified or are not up to the standard to join the tourism industry. So by such a project, you will prepare the young people there to join the labor market, and it will raise the standard of tourism. It will raise the standard of the services in the area. Again, it will combat unemployment, and it will, in an indirect way, it will prevent those, when you find jobs for those young people, you will prevent them from joining the fanatic groups or doing some terrorist acts or join terrorist groups. So this is very important. The second point I would like to mention is the role of women in this tourism market. So the obstacles that faces women in entering the tourism market are culture and tradition, and they are very deeply rooted in this area. In Upper Egypt, it's always been a place where men are favored than women. So we have to change these traditions. We have to change the culture. Not discriminating the women and encouraging women to join the labor market. And another thing that prevents women from joining the labor market is the early marriage of girls in Upper Egypt. So we have to work on both things. And through the association work in 70 years in Upper Egypt, with sincere, scientific programs targeting the women, you can do a change. You can really see the change in the society. I'll mention just one small project we are doing right now in Upper Egypt in one of the 100 poorest villages in Upper Egypt, with a fund from one of the banks in Egypt, is to do a holistic development of this village. And if you see the result of how women do change, it's incredible. So we need to work hard. We need to encourage women to join the labor market. And I'm very optimistic, because the figures right now are not good figures of women joining the market. So we need to do hard, such a training. And when we do like a campaign to invite girls to join, I am from this region, so I know if we work together to invite women to join, girls and women to join the school, we will succeed, I hope. Thank you.
¿Alguien más de la mesa que quiera aportar algún comentario a esta pregunta? Sí.
Simplemente comentar, no tuvimos mucho tiempo de ver las recomendaciones, pero muchos de ellos van también a la industria y a la labor de las autoridades en regulación. Si nos centramos en las necesidades y en los pedidos que va a hacer la industria, obviamente ellos nos van a pedir personal muy bien formado, con estándares europeos, si pudiera ser, altísimos, que pudieran hablar más de 3 idiomas, con una capacidad de adaptación cultural para recibir diferentes culturas y ser absolutamente flexibles. Pero las condiciones, ya como hemos visto, del mercado son muy poco atractivas. La media de salarios está un 30% por abajo de la media nacional, con lo cual también ahí se produce, hay un gap que hay que arreglar no solo en la formación que se está dando o en la calidad de la formación que se está dando, sino en las condiciones laborales. Y hay algunos aspectos que entiendo que Egipto sí se está preocupando, pero ha habido un efecto bastante negativo de la crisis, que ha sido una espiral de precios para poder mantenerse competitivo y mantener parte de las llegadas que habían perdido, que van a afectar directamente en el mercado laboral del turismo con salarios más bajos o personal menos formado. O sea, creo que siempre tenemos que pensar desde las dos perspectivas, la oferta educativa, la calidad y la cantidad que debe tener, y las condiciones que ofrece el sector para ocupar y volver atractivo el sector a estos estudiantes. No perder ninguna de las dos perspectivas.
¿Algún otro comentario que quieran aportar?
Sí, yo coincido plenamente con Omar con el tema de las condiciones laborales, porque la experiencia que tenemos nosotros desde el banco también es que a veces intentas desarrollar un destino desde el inicio hasta el final, infraestructuras, formación, etcétera. Las condiciones laborales no son las más adecuadas y la gente formada se va. Con lo cual hay una rotación tremenda y al final vuelves otra vez al punto de partida, porque la gente formada se va a los destinos ya consolidados donde las condiciones laborales son mejores y hay mejores retribuciones, etc. Con lo cual es una lección aprendida del banco también importante, que tiene que ser como doble.
¿Y realmente creen que establecer un vínculo previo con las empresas hosteleras locales, egipcias, en términos de acordar un plan de prácticas previo a que salten al mundo laboral, puede hacer que se enrolen más en el sector egipcio, o puede ser positivo para que alguien preparado no dé el salto internacional o a otro destino diferente?
Sí, yo creo que es fundamental que el sector esté implicado desde el principio, pero no solo en la parte de prácticas, como decía, sino ya también una vez la gente está ya trabajando y tienen que ver promoción, tienen que ver carrera, tienen que ver que pueden progresar, porque si van a ser camareros toda la vida tampoco eso les va a generar muchas ganas de quedarse en la empresa o en el destino en cuestión.
Muchas gracias. Bueno, lo que a mí me gustaría, como moderador de la mesa, me gustaría introducir también es el tema de la situación actual dentro de Egipto, cómo está afectando al turismo y qué medidas podemos hablar desde aquí que pueden ser beneficiosas para ir corrigiendo este descenso de visitas que tiene Egipto actualmente. No sé si la señora Rawia quiere intervenir en este tema.
I think, inshallah, the situation will be, inshallah, I hope so. But I would like just to comment on one of the salaries and wages, which has been raised by both colleagues. Actually, in Egypt, you find that not only the tourism people or the workforce working in tourism are looking for high salary. You will see at many sectors as well. Although the hospitality sector can overcome this by distribute, I don't think that you have this here, or not distribute the 12% service charge to increase the salary indirectly. So the people who work, and as well as the tip. So the people working in the industry, the problem of the high turnover is not only for the salary, is also for the enlargement and the building so much and enlarging in building hotels through Sharm el-Sheikh and through the shore of Red Sea without qualifying the people itself to work in such a very important touristic area is the main problem, and as a ETF is doing a great effort in order to reform and in order to train the people and in order to encourage all the category of the 5 stars, 4 stars, and even the people to train their staff in order to, if they leave them, they can find their places in other hotels with the same quality. The most important thing is to take care of the quality of the human resources and their qualifications to work in the hospitality hotels because of the enlargement of the school, of the hotel management sector.
¿Algún comentario que añadir? No.
Mentioning the political situation or the current situation in Egypt, yes, it is right now. It's affecting tourism, and I think when I ask specialists in this field, that I know that the occupancy right now is less than 20-25% in most of the areas, and it might reach less than 5% in Luxor and Cairo. So the situation right now is very serious, yes. But I think with establishment of the new government, with the election of a new president, with a new parliament, I think things will settle down and will cool down, and the situation will be more calm, so tourists would like to come again. And I think the revolution by itself is something that can attract people, because many now tourists would like to see the Tahrir Square, where the revolution started in Cairo. So, and Egypt possesses many positive things for tourism. So in the future, I think it will not affect the tourism, the current events. Even with the statements that the Islamist says, it is frightening right now. But later on, I think they will believe that tourism is one of the major sources for Egypt income. And so I think there will be no more major changes in tourism in Egypt, but I think the future will be much better. The situation, the current situation affecting Abu Korkas hospitality, this is a different thing. I don't think it will have any effect, because even during the revolution and the months followed the revolution, we were working in all our premises with no threaten. We were working perfectly in our, and if you know that we work in more than 120 villages in Upper Egypt as the association, and we work very well. The second thing is the school being a place to train and to find jobs for people in the area. I think this will make it a place safe. So people will try to guard it, so no problem. And the third thing is that the community in Upper Egypt already respects our work, so I'm not afraid, and the school will have a good future.
Thank you very much. Bueno, dado que no tenemos mucho más tiempo, no quería pasar la oportunidad de dar la opción a alguien de la audiencia que quiera hacer alguna pregunta o plantear alguna pregunta a la mesa redonda. Mi compañera Betty les pasará.
Hola. Hola, buenos días. Los de la mesa ya me conocen, pero bueno, para los demás, yo soy Nuria Sánchez, soy la responsable de consultoría del Centro Superior de Hostelería, y en referencia a lo que hemos hablado el doctor Maguet y Omar, las cifras que nos has presentado sobre el tema de la presencia de la mujer en el sector en Egipto, una de las tareas pendientes que tenemos ahora es el lanzamiento de la campaña para que las mujeres participen en el sector y todo. La cifra que nos ha dado el 23% es de mujeres que participan en la formación. Creo que es la que nos has dado. Que se forman o que están...
Mujeres en el mercado laboral.
Ah, en el mercado. Sí. Vale, es que la duda que tenía... Empleadas. Esa es la duda que tengo, porque nuestro gran reto que tenemos ahora allí, a diferencia de otras experiencias que tenemos en otros países, a nosotros nos costaba que la mujer estudiase en las escuelas de hostelería, no participaban las mujeres. En otros países que hemos estado y hemos conseguido que las mujeres estudiasen. En Egipto el problema que creo que nos vamos a encontrar es que las mujeres sí que participan, que estudian, pero la inserción después es mucho más complicado. Yo no sé esto cómo lo vamos a abordar y si es habitual en los países de África, por alguna experiencia que podamos tener, o el doctor Maguet en otros sectores, cómo hacen para que una vez que la mujer ha estudiado, después sí se inserte en el mundo laboral. Esta es donde nosotros vemos la brecha, a diferencia de otros proyectos en los que hemos participado, y no sé si nos podéis comentar si eso pasa en otros países o cómo podemos trabajar en ese sentido. Gracias.
En este sentido, no es un problema que hayamos encontrado sí en otros países de la región, en Medio Oriente y Norte de África, sí. No es un problema que hayamos visto en Latinoamérica, sí el problema de que muchos puestos directivos son ocupados principalmente por hombres, siendo que es una tendencia que es cierto que está cambiando y se está dando vueltas, pero quizás se pueda trasladar las experiencias en algunos países africanos, en algunos países centroamericanos, donde más allá de la inserción laboral de la mujer, que creo que es algo que hay que promover, incentivar, regular, quizás dar ventaja a los empleadores que contraten mujeres a medidas muy concretas, beneficiosas y rápidas, y seguramente nos lo puedan confirmar la gente del área o la gente del BID, es el poder de emprendimiento de la mujer y más allá de la empleabilidad o de promocionar que entre al sector, quizás en la creación de pequeñas y medianas empresas. Se sabe que allí donde han habido mujeres recibiendo apoyos, pequeños préstamos, muchas veces, dado que tienen una familia o que tienen un sentido de responsabilidad muy alto, son proyectos que han llegado a buen puerto y son muy buenas líderes desde sus comunidades para liderar proyectos de este tipo. No sé, con los amigos de Egipto, cuál es la percepción en este sentido o en cuánto se podría promover la participación de la mujer en los emprendimientos y en la creación de empresas, que también es creación de puestos de trabajo.
Yes, of course we have to upgrade awareness among women, especially in certain area of hospitality positions. I can see that, for example, I have an example in the Culinary Training Center. I have like 200 students. Third of them are women. Of course, this is food production. So food production is from tourism aspects. They all do want to establish their own catering company to provide. This is some, and also in Luxor. In Luxor, you can find that we have, I know that less percentage than Cairo. This problem is not in everywhere, in every government. It's well known in Alex and in capital. It's normally a woman like men take the opportunity, especially in certain positions, except for the very high one. Yeah, general manager, rarely find a woman. In executive housekeeper, yes, they all women. Food and beverage director, rarely find a woman. In sales department, director of sales and marketing, woman. It is not a fact in a five-star hotel, or maybe you can find this in Upper Egypt in some certain area. I didn't study this much, but this is from my actual or my through 30 years experience in hospitality business. I can tell you that from the ground, I mean. Thank you.
Yes, I would like just to add to what has been said that it's very important for women, especially from Upper Egypt, the environment of the work. So it's part of our job is to create a safe environment for women to work, safe for both men and women, but for women especially. And through social programs working in gender issues, in developing, in increasing the awareness of women of their role. And if I tell you that 30% of the families in Egypt are women dependent, so why women do not take their role in any industry or any work? And one thing more, that we can do some job placement to encourage women to join the tourism market.
Thank you very much. Yo creo que hemos dado un repaso amplio del proyecto, hemos hablado de líneas de cooperación y bueno, lamentablemente uno de nuestros invitados egipcios tiene el vuelo ahora mismo, entonces damos ya por finalizado lo que es el acto, pero bueno, al resto les invitamos a que ahora con más calma pues tomemos un vino aquí fuera que se servirá en el hall de aquí al lado. Muchas gracias.